Hello and welcome to the channel. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Kayode Ariwoola, has denied categorically news making the rounds of a telephone conversation with the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the judges handling the case of Peter Obi and Atiku at the Election Petition Tribunal. This is not the first time both men, Tinubu and Ariwoola, has caused controversy. Recall that after INEC declared Tinubu winner in March, Tinubu had visited London a month later to rest according to his media aide. It was reported then that Ariwoola had disguised in a wheelchair in a bid to visit Tinubu so as not to attract undue attention to himself so that both of them could discuss on the same issue. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. I did not speak with Tinubu, judges handling Obi and Atiku'S petition. CJN. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, has denied the allegation that he had a telephone conversation with President Bola Tinubu over petitions seeking to nullify the outcome of the presidential election. The CJN, through a statement by the Supreme Court on Wednesday, said he equally did not speak with the Director General of the Department of State Services, DSS, Mr. Yusuf Bishi, in a bid to influence members of the Presidential Election Petition Court, PEPC, sitting in Abuja to deliver judgment in favor of President Tinubu. The statement, signed by the Director of Press and Information at the Apex Court, Dr. Festus Akande, read, in view of the rumor currently circulating in the social media space that the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, had a telephone conversation with His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the Director General of the Department of State Service, DSS, with a view to pressurizing the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal on the likely judgment to give, it is imperative to state clearly that there is no iota of truth in the narrative, as there was no such telephone conversation between the CJN and anyone. Nigerians have been following the proceedings at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal with admirable enthusiasm, so it is advisable we all sustain the tempo and follow it up till the end, instead of relapsing into the realm of speculations and rumor peddling that will not do anyone any good. If this current trend of falsehood and mudslinging is sustained, our nation may not make the desired progress. The courts are statutorily established to serve the best interest of the masses, and we are ever poised to do that to the best of our ability. We wish to plead with everyone to cooperate with the judiciary to serve the country to its full capacity, as no one will ever be favored against the other in any dispute. The rule of law and supremacy of the Nigerian Constitution will always be upheld and applied in every matter that comes before the courts, as the facts presented and the subsisting laws must be applied in determining the merits or otherwise of each matter. The public should be rest assured that justice will be done to all matters pending in the various courts across the country, irrespective of who is involved, it added. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Recall that the All Progressives Congress APC on Tuesday denied rumors that President Bola Tinubu had a telephone conversation with the Chief Justice of Nigeria CJN, Justice Olukayode Ariwoola, over the ongoing case before the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. This was as the party has submitted that the evidence adduced by Atiku of the People's Democratic Party PDP and Peter Obi of the Labour Party LP were not weighty enough to elicit response, not to talk of nullifying the February 25th election. National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Felix Morka, said this in a statement responding to a tweet by one Jackson Ude, who claimed the president had a conversation with the CJN. He said, "We have become aware of a decidedly mischievous and intentionally misleading tweet by one Mr. Jackson Ude. He alleged that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in a telephone conversation with the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, in which the CJN purportedly told the president and APC to prepare for a presidential election rerun. It is disturbing and disgraceful for Mr. Ude to fabricate a falsehood of this kind on a matter of serious national importance that is actively under review by the Presidential Election Petitions Court, PEPC. Morka stressed that Tinubu and the ruling party won the last presidential election without a doubt and did not have any need to engage in side conversations with the CJN regarding pending petitions before the PEPC. As the core Democrat that he is, the president respects the right of aggrieved candidates in the election to seek redress for any grievances that they may have. The Constitution and Electoral Act provide effective guarantees of that right, he said. The ruling party noted that the PEPC should be afforded the time and space to perform its important constitutional and statutory duty of adjudicating and delivering a verdict in the matter without needlessly calling the integrity of our judges into question. According to him, falsehood and conjecture by the likes of Mr. Ude only aim to inflame political passions, create doubt and panic, and preemptively undermine the verdict of the courts in this important matter. We are confident that Nigerians are smarter and more discerning than to be affected by this opposition brand of tasteless and crass mercenary expedition. Meanwhile, the APC in its final written address in response to the petitions of Atiku and Obi against the contentious presidential poll said Atiku and Obi's evidence were poor, minuscule, and deficient in credibility to upturn Tinubu's electoral victory. APC, in its final address dated and filed July 14, urged the court to dismiss the two separate petitions for lacking in merit, adding that they were doomed to fail because the averments and materials attached to the petitions were grossly insufficient to sustain the petition, apart from the incompetent grounds on which it was predicated. APC's lawyer, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, son, said, "Your lordships are thus enjoined to dismiss the petition without going into the merits of same, as we have urged in the motions on notice filed on May 8, 2023, on which the rulings of this court are pending." That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye.